because I went back and was watching the game and couldn't hear anything he was saying. So.
All right, let's get this done. 3-0 against 3-0 and my old team. I'm kind of so excited about this.
Today, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh, death was in this room.
It's the Green Bay Packers taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Green Bay Packers. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4. Take it in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
You already having trouble?
No, just on kickoff. When I played them in preseason, he's just always the guy to get.
And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big time game.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
He was brought down at the
numbers for Jones last week, 19 carries, 79 yards, and a touchdown.
And they've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch.
Sure, you made that whole team fast.
The defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
To throw on second down, Woodard. Looking downfield for Jones. The ball popped in the air and intercepted.
Uh-oh.
Isaiah
I
Simmons picking it
just
off.
threw it up. I
And
shouldn't
he
have.
brings it
Guess who's
back
standing
to
back
right
there?
around the 26-yard line.
Good boy.
So
My
out
buddy.
come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
Oh, man.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Oh, you fucking asshole.
Operating
Just
from the
gave him my
gun,
spot.
Harper. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
19-yard line.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
What?
Nothing.
Well, what's so fucking funny?
Nothing. Calm down.
Play action. Woodard nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Uh-oh.
The Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
Uh-oh.
His guys will take over at the 30-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense took it out of his hands.
And when the ball is snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack. Put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so,
you fumbled.
Oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
You already picked him off? Seriously?
Yeah, I told you that right after they...
I wasn't really listening.
A look at the numbers for Ross.
Sorry, I had shit going on.
17 carries,
Pay attention to
66
me.
yards.
Are we playing old school football now? We got the top 10 rusher
Nice
in the league.
tackle.
He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the
I gotta put you down for a second.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted.
Another pick.
Picked off at the 12. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air.
Did say Joshua
and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Stay away from Simmons, but I'm probably going to throw it his way.
Too hard not
First
to.
down. Woodard.
He's always in the right
Looking
spot.
for Ayuk, and he's got
Come
him.
on, be faster.
And he will
Come on.
finally be
I thought you
taken
made him
down,
fast,
but not
man.
before he reaches
Look at
the
that.
38.
Wow.
It's a
Right,
big
you're
time
talking.
for the
Yeah, you're
Packers.
ahead of me.
I was like, he's
55
open.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before
He
any
is fast,
defender
but he's
can
not a
step up
99
and field.
fast.
They did it well
Yeah,
there.
well,
Perfectly
Chisholm's only
executed
95. He's 94 or 95.
So how about
I don't
this for a
remember.
change in
Probably
field
95.
position from inside the 10?
Pretty
Here's
sure
first down on the other
he's
side
kind
of
of
the
like that,
field.
isn't he? Ayuk? He's not any faster than that, is he?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I thought you made him. I thought he was fast.
He is fast, but I
Operating
don't
from the
remember how
gun.
fast he is.
Woodard looking for his running back, and he's got him. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5
You
yards
had
on the
Ayuk
play.
there.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player.
Uh-oh.
While the trainers take a look,
Yeah, that's
we'll step aside.
No,
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Madden. Back to YouTube.
From the gun, Woodard looking deep for Adams. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one.
Stay right there.
That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Don't give it away. I can't see you.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best
I can't ever do. I don't have a jet sweep.
And they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
End around. I don't have a jet sweep, but I can't do those either.
Operating from the gun, Woodard. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
All right.
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws, and with the success of his team,
I got a safety.
just continue to be more and more impressed.
You didn't score enough.
The analysis.
I guess I should have clearly scored a touchdown.
Why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout.
It's true. If I had scored touchdown first, I would have won. So I only. Oh no, that's not true. I lost by 6.
His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Oh, man, I'm so fucking sore.
What?
Takes this about
the gym.
5
I went to the gym.
deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
It is, but
here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's
No, it wakes me up in the middle of the night because I can't roll over.
Deeper on that one. I would think about some play
Had a bad experience a few weeks ago after I did a chest and triceps workout. I woke up in the middle of the night laying on my stomach with my arms underneath me, and I fell asleep.
Oh, I hate that.
And I was so sore I couldn't fucking pick myself up and move around. I was just stuck there.
Yup. It's basically like having no. It's worse than them falling asleep because they fall asleep within your sleep, and so they fall asleep like extra hard. I know exactly what you're talking about.
And then I was hurting, so when they started to wake up, I still couldn't do anything, so it fucking hurt.
That leads to a 2nd and 11. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this
help me! She's like, what the fuck are you doing? And then I just fall back asleep.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Why'd you call it timeout?
I didn't like my defense.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Passing. That could have been. Didn't want to take that chance.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I hope John Ross torches you.
He
hasn't done much since he played me.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run
come on,
blitz and
cut inside
and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play,
he is getting some good blocks. It's just not
but a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
Yeah.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here.
Got a beer?
And the end result there,
beer?
Nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays
first
like we
one,
just saw there. That's why
two
they're up
roads,
right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the
We were
guys up
watching a
front.
movie
So
with
when you
the
talk with
kids.
GMs who are putting together a team,
caught
a
up.
lot of
I'm
them
like,
say, we're gonna
what
build from the
the?
inside out, because if you can
It hit.
control the line of
I'm like,
scrimmage,
why
you
do I
control
feel
the rest of the ball game,
about
and that's
drunk?
what we're seeing here. They're
It
actually
was an
playing in the offense's backfield,
8.2%
not
beer.
necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Stand up, like, whoa. Oh boy. I'm in the wrong coverage for this.
Uh-oh.
From the gun, Harper throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Wow, what the fuck?
To throw on 3rd down, Harper. And he is going to go down. They sack
There
him
he is.
on the final play of the first quarter. After 7-0
Where are you running?
on EA Sports.
I was just looking for somebody to cover, man. Shut up. I wasn't just going to
You didn't
stand.
find anyone.
No, I didn't. No one was there. I didn't know what to
On
do.
4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So here are the Packers now to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Man, fuck these good guys that
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies.
Why is there a
not
number
much
3 on the
space.
Cardinals
I think
defense?
ultimately, he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Why is he number 3?
Because they can be now. And I foreshadowed that when I picked it as his number.
Off the play fake.
Right?
Woodard.
Pretty cool, huh?
Sure.
And he's got his man in stride.
You should
Complete.
streak Ayuk.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Yeah, but I'm gonna have
One of
touchdown.
the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers
Yeah, but
alive in a
I got
play,
picked, dude.
never
Yeah,
lock
would've
in
been-
on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field.
3
And here he
interceptions
finds
already?
the open guy
Yeah,
for a nice
dude.
pickup.
On
say-
first down, Jones.
You gotta live large.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Play.
He's behind number 3. Ayuk.
Simmons isn't on the right.
He's on the left. In front of Ayuk.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Woodard. And it's caught off the deflection.
There. Fucking guy.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the
Tips it, then
47.
makes it back to make
Now
the
they're going to
tackle.
be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Sometimes it pays to be lucky.
I saw him
rather
coming
than
in. I was
good.
like, all right, good. He's not
That
in
was not
coverage.
even the intended receiver on that pass.
But still able to haul it in for the reception. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
They'll run on first down. It's Newton. Down to the 25. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
It's now 2nd down.
Operating from the gun. Woodard is going to find his running back. It's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
It's a gain of 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down. Woodard. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Is that high throw?
Would you describe that one,
I didn't do it on purpose.
Like right there,
But you do that, right?
I use it, yeah.
Yeah, only needed
I
3, got
I don't
4
normally
just
use
enough.
a
I
low
like
throw,
workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool
like
myself.
a long passes,
Everything doesn't
I
have to
try
be high
throw
glamour
higher
in this
just
game.
to keep it out of at least the defenders. Doesn't
Do you-
always work.
I was just gonna ask if you noticed a difference. I've never used the high-low. I always forget about it.
Off play action. Woodard. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming,
Jeez.
let alone getting 2
Can't
hands
think through
around
that,
it,
Tim.
hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
No, I'm just saying. I
Oh,
wouldn't
come
have
on.
done that.
What's
Second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to
So
what
you
you
know
were
how
doing earlier in the drive.
You can use the
in order
left
to
stick
finish
to
this
direct
one
your
off.
throws.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight
Do you do
incompletions
that
have him looking at
like
3rd and 10.
before you push the button so he starts moving in the pocket?
I try not to direct my throws because I always found
So you don't use that?
I know. Only when I'm...
From the gun, Woodard. Now they're staring at a 4th
Damn,
down
he's
as
still-
Arizona's
shit.
defense does its job.
No,
so 2
I
third
do
down
when I'm running.
conversions on
I
this
don't
drive, but
want
not
to,
able to
but
get a
I always
3rd,
found
and now
that
they deal with
made it-
4th down.
It never worked out in my favor to try to...
And
So
Gang
you just
knocks
push
this
the
one
button
through.
then? You don't?
Yeah.
And the lead moves to 10-zip.
I've always used that left stick.
Really?
Yep. And I'm trying to figure out if I
So they
can
get 3,
use that
certainly
like after I
hoping for
push the
6
button,
after a 13-play drive.
which wouldn't
So you
make
can fool
sense.
yourself on defense
You'd
by
want to
saying
try and
you did
direct
your
it
job,
before
right? If
he's
they go
throwing
13
it.
plays, you only give up
But
a
if
field goal.
you
You did a
After
nice
you
job
press the
there. But
button to
here's the
throw
other
it,
part.
how would you control
13
it?
plays.
That's
you don't
what I'm
force
saying.
Any mistakes. You
So,
don't take the ball away.
as part of
Maybe
Benson's
that's the way they should
abilities,
look at it.
it says he'll have more accurate
Getting set
passes
to go again as we look at the back
with
heading
his
onto
feet
the
set.
field again. They
Right.
haven't been able to
So
get him
that
on
means
track. They
not
haven't been
running.
able to get this offense on track. No points
Right.
so far.
But does that
Maybe it's
mean
time
that if
to
I
start
use my
doing a
left
few
stick to
different
try and
things.
direct my
Throwing
pass
the
and he
ball
moves a little bit, does that mean his
Maybe
feet aren't
featuring
set?
other people
doubt it.
touching it for a while. And then
think
you
what
get a
it
chance to
means
come
is just
back
to
to it. And things have changed a little bit.
like,
They have to make an
move.
I'm
adjustment.
just, you know, yeah, I'm just curious if like I'm gonna,
Just
Yeah,
a yard
if I'm
on
gonna
the
be
pickup
actually
there,
getting
they'll
his
bring
full
up a 2nd
potential.
and 9.
I
of
guess
those
you'll,
abilities.
I guess you'll
Credit to the
know,
defense.
like,
Great
because
job
his
there,
star
the point of
lights
attack,
up,
holding up.
flashes
They won
when
their
he
battles
is
at the
doing
line of
one of
scrimmage,
his
left you no
superstar
space to
abilities.
try and run.
So
A really nice
I
job
don't know
swarming to
how
the ball
many
carrier.
you
The
have.
last
that-
play got just a yard.
He's got
Here's
5.
2nd and 9
Well,
for
I
the
know,
26.
I don't know how many would affect on that kind of
Off the
throw.
play fake.
I do have 2
Nice.
where
And
his
that
feet
one
are
got
set.
tipped.
Check
Gotta
this
throw
out, man.
everything
Check
off.
this out.
It brings up 3rd.
Check this out.
You ever do these ones?
That first read that you had, maybe you get it
I
in
like doing
pre-snap,
that.
and he locked in on
No,
his
'cause I
target,
don't ever jump.
but he was covered quite well,
neither.
and that one's incomplete.
When I do, I'm like, yeah, I feel real good about it.
third down. Harper. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 5 yards,
So I realized that
and it'll be fourth down.
For a second,
why I don't get hit sticks as often.
Screen pass. Looked like it was
And it
coming
holds as a
together.
turbo.
Looked like there was an opening.
No, it's because I'm doing cut
Still,
sticks.
ended up with a solid
So
game.
Fielded at about the 28.
I saw that in one of the abilities. What is that? Is that down?
It's, yeah,
Pushing down?
that's down.
Oh.
And that's why I always do it, because I'm
Running
you know,
down.
the way the camera angle is. Right, I hold down, so I just push down.
I always figured, yeah, okay, that makes sense. I never picked up on that. I saw that in the ability screen. I thought it was like a typo or something. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. And then I was looking at the controls the other night, the control button, and down is cut stick, and that's what I usually end up doing.
Here's Jones.
Unless I'm running sideways, then I'll push up, just because I feel like I'm trying to direct the
Just
attack.
with natural motion.
Looking at each other.
Right, like I always feel like I'm trying to go the same way I'm running.
Significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself,
And I keep forgetting, and I'm trying to correct myself so I can do more hit sticks, because cut sticks aren't as fun. That's when they just dive at their feet and take them out of the legs.
Yeah.
To throw on second down. Woodard, he'll fire this deep for Ayuk. That's caught at the 25.
One-on-one over
And
there.
all the way down to the 22-yard line.
He got him out. He got them outside too.
So, right as I threw it, I had like a moment of because I saw the Cardinals uniform running behind him. I was like, fuck. Just, you know, one of those relapses thinking I was the Cardinals.
Thought he got beat.
Yeah. I was like, give it. Because I don't always look before I throw it to see
So
if it is
barely
open.
time to catch our breath.
I hear you. You just see the coverage right away, and you're like, yeah, all right. I'm
Let's
expecting
try it.
you to just be able to run right by him. That's why when I played the Cardinals, that's why I was so pissed on my first pick.
A gain of 6
Because my guy was supposed to run a streak, but he ended up coming back.
Yeah, I remember that one. It was weird. I remember.
And I was so mad because I didn't look at him running down the field. I was just anticipating him
Gotcha. Yeah.
having at least a little separation, so I just chucked it.
Yeah, I see where that would mess me
We'll
up.
remind you that coming up at halftime,
And then he's
we'll join
fucking
Jonathan
running
Coachman
back, and the
of
dude
gang
just
in
standing
Orlando.
there.
Coach will have stats and scores from the early games.
That's
going
why
on here
I went in and I looked at the
around
replay a few
NFL.
times, thinking that maybe he like got pushed off or something, and I don't know what happened. He just turned around and
Looking
came
to
back.
throw on second down. Woodard on the slant, able to find Ayuk. And he's going to take it in.
Moves
Touchdown, Packers.
Wow. I don't know. What? I don't know how you got that over those linebackers.
I thought it was going to be picked.
That was a low throw.
Yes, it was.
Receivers are about flash and
But he's
dash
got a good spin move.
plays, but a good number of
I
them
guess.
played running back at some
It's one of
point
his
in their career,
top
and
moves.
that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays.
Top-rated moves.
Run after
It's
the
really all
catch.
he's got.
This time he finishes off the
Yeah.
play in the end
Well,
zone.
I mean,
Extra point
Yeah,
by
he's
he's got a
Gage.
decent juke, but his spin's always been his best, but I've never used it because I
17-0.
don't use the spin.
See, that's my go-to.
I know it
Unit
is.
is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Telling you, I think you're gonna like him the more you use him.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
I know you had a lot of touchdowns with him
And he'll
already,
decide to
just
not
a little
bring
bit
this
of
one out
catches.
as their drive will
7
begin
catches,
at
4
the
touchdowns.
25. The football
Before
going
this
back
game.
over to Arizona now.
Six catches,
They're down
4 touchdowns.
17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10.
Fuck you, John Ross. No running backs.
Operating from the gun. Harper looking left side, and he's got a man. It's James. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Wow.
Where am I running?
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet.
Problem is, sometimes when I'm looking to see where a guy's coming, I'm just running, I'm just holding the joystick down. So if I'm taking off somewhere, I'm like, I'm looking for somebody to cover. I'm not really going.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Looking to see who's around.
You gotta make up ground.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense, trotting back out.
Yeah.
First month of the season, those numbers
pretty
solid.
Pick right
Does
away.
he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge?
All your guys
and then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the
dude.
season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Nice.
Really? Really?
I didn't see it either way, so that's why I was like, okay.
I didn't either. Because you were talking about it as I was watching the play.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. So who looks big?
And the offensive guys are really smart.
McBride.
Into you and
He's
Your wide
small.
receiver.
He's small.
Oh, well, on that punt return, he just looked big.
Oh.
Now Jones.
But Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones
will
is
push
big
his
too.
way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
I don't know.
Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout.
It might just be color of the uniform just makes everything.
Yeah.
Half number 1.
I don't think he's that big of a guy.
One back in the game. That's Jones. Second and goal.
You need to get Ayuka's 10th catch.
I'm looking for him. Like that linebacker just needs to not move over the wrong way.
You have him as your top wideout?
Yeah.
Brandon Ayuk with his second TD of the game, his sixth.
Is he rated better than Adams?
I think so. I think he's a 98. He never was.
Remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's going to have
No, I don't think
I'm pretty sure it's 1 point between them.
Passes.
So
You're right, he looks
98
comfortable.
to
What are they doing?
97
Anything in
for
particular?
Adams.
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him
Oh, that was
plays
my,
that fit his talents.
that's what he said.
And also maybe shrinking the playbook
Yeah,
a little bit.
that was
They
your
did
drive
tell
goal.
us that. Bottom line,
I didn't notice.
he's really good.
And the lead is now 24.
Right, well, this last 23 seconds of the half.
So they only needed 3 plays on that
Yeah,
drive.
score.
And the result, a Green Bay score.
Always happens if I get a shutout there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Who the hell is that guy?
Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
They used Campbell at least one play against
well
me.
on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach
Well,
Davis?
he
Right.
Trying something
said that
on
they
first
probably
down,
wouldn't use
and it's
him.
something that's safe.
Yeah,
It's something that's been
I
done many
remember
times
seeing that
before.
when he did
A lot of
come
people
in.
say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Maybe a good spot
his
to
head
take a
off.
shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the gun.
I am impressed with how much they do use him.
Kirk complete.
Well,
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
So are you using a safety right now, or is that a linebacker?
this one's Williams is a safety. Burton next to Williams.
On 1st and 10, Harper.
Gotcha.
There you
And
go.
for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47, 20.
It's his third pick,
And
man.
into the end zone. It's a pick six and a
Right
Packer
to him.
touchdown.
Are you kidding me?
That pick six extended.
You should have
this
taken a
lead
little more
even
time off.
further. And, boy, it's been a while since I've seen a
Why?
team struggle
Get
this
another one.
badly in the first half.
I think all they want to
You're
do
not
is
gonna
get
have
to the
time.
locker room,
Time for
try and
what?
regroup, and
Get
come out and
another
start the
one.
third quarter.
Why not?
But
There's
things don't
3
improve fast
seconds
then.
left.
I think the backups get a
Don't
lot
worry,
of play in the
I have
second
a
half.
play for this. I'm sure
Doesn't sound real.
It's probably not, but you know what?
And the route
Whoa.
is on here in
What?
this first half. So the defense creating some
So,
points. Not
I've never
only
paid
getting the
attention,
interception,
only-
but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
It's the other X factors I don't really pay attention to when other people are broadcasting. But they fill up with the team color, not red.
They will line up to kick
Really?
this one away. And they're
Yeah,
gonna mark
yours
that
are
where
filling
it
up
went
green.
out of bounds, so really
Or
good
like
starting
yellow.
field position up
The
past the
X
40-yard
factor.
line.
The icon on the left when you're picking a play,
No, it's red.
yeah, picking a
It just
play.
doesn't feel right, does it?
On my
Plus
screen,
you're
it's showing
giving
up green.
yardage.
Really?
Like, you know how it
Oh,
like fills
it
up that
is.
diamond?
It is green. I do remember seeing
Yeah.
it and being like, why does that look funny?
Yeah, it looks
Good
like
starting
puke.
field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10
All
at
right,
their own
that makes
42.
sense.
And I never
Final
noticed it,
shot before
or never
break.
thought much of it, because
Harper.
we were always
And this will be
Cardinals. Yours showed up red too.
Yeah.
Physical
that makes
play on the
sense.
football there, and it's 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you
Kidding
down
me,
to
you did
Orlando,
almost get
we
it.
check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right,
All
Brandon,
right.
we'll get back to you guys in a
250
bit.
yards.
But first,
I think I might be
time
able
for
to
a
do it
trip
if-
around the
as
league
long
on this
as,
final
if he
weekend
doesn't get
of
his
September.
sack or
All right,
whatever.
folks, eager to get back to this week
Why
4
don't-
matchup.
why don't you just take
We won't put
control
up
of
a
them?
fight.
And do what?
Get him-
I don't know how to do
Get
it.
a sack.
Yeah, okay. You
Just
could
run
give,
in.
You could give me Kinlaw. I would be like messing things up.
It'll be the Cardinals who
Is
get
it-
the
you
ball
said it's a
first. They
linebacker?
trail here
Yeah,
as we
I
resume
think I have
action
him on the left
in the
side.
3rd quarter. Fields it
So
in the
pick a
middle of
blitz
the end
play,
zone.
and then
the
just
half
control
will
him,
begin with a
and just
touchback.
run through a gap.
Yeah, but then all they got to do is pass
Here
it
again
to the
comes
middle
captain
where I
of
would
this
have been
offense,
playing.
leading his
I
crew
would've been
back
like,
out there now.
I'd
Have
get
someone else
That
cover it.
first half was nothing
Doesn't
short
matter.
of a
The
disaster.
computer doesn't
0
cover as
points on
good
the
as I can.
scoreboard and a big 3 in the INT column.
Do you want it or
You gotta
not?
get him going, obviously.
I'll let
right?
you
So
know
gotta get him
if
in
I give
rhythm,
up
and
more
we
than
always think of short
250 yards, then
passes.
I'll try.
I think of jet sweeps where they just kind of toss the
If I
ball.
lo-
together.
if I
You know,
lose
that counts as
because
a
of it,
forward
though,
pass. And then
I'll
you
be
can say to
pissed.
him, look at that. You
Yeah.
completed 3,
Okay,
4,
31
5 in a
nothing.
row.
I
Now you
lose.
gotta get your confidence going.
And now the drive starts with a completion
Didn't know
out to
which
the
one he
right.
was going to there. Didn't know
And
who to
he's
cover him
taken
at.
down, but able to slip across the 35. Now after the completion,
did.
we're going to get a timeout, an injured player.
Jesus.
Well, he gets attended to.
Oh,
We'll
who's
step
this?
aside.
63.
Night.
Oh, Jared. Okay.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Who's the
Off-play
linebacker?
action.
What's his name?
Harper
You
taking
trying to
a
grab
deep
him?
shot here for Hardman.
Oh,
and his
Looney.
pass is intercepted for
Oh,
the
Looney.
4th
Right.
time
Check this out.
today. Adrian Amos with a pick.
Yeah,
So
buddy.
his guys will take over at the
It's not
25-yard
wonderful,
line. The
Sure.
first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here
Yeah,
on the
Looney,
opening
he's
drive
a
of the 3rd quarter.
Pass
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team?
Stop getting
The
picked.
defense. Already
Yeah.
Tied with the
trailing.
league
They're going to be
lead.
counted on to
Tied
try
with
and
the
hold
league
that
lead with
score
Alexander.
at least where it is.
How many? Not that many.
4. No, it's only 4.
Oh, well, now
I shouldn't say only. It's still a decent amount.
I'm tied with it now then with
They'll start out on the ground with Jones.
There's someone else up there, too.
Calling
Shit,
a
who
gain
else
of
I
4
saw?
on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a
Simmons
4-yard
has
run, so
at
the
least
offense is going to go back to huddle field pretty
Yeah,
good
that's
about
all.
themselves.
All
he's got at
Defensively,
least 4
you have
now,
to feel
'cause I give
okay
him-
because you didn't let
Oh,
it
then
turn
he's
into a
got 4
bigger
now.
run.
But he had-
the
he only
goal,
had 3 going
shut
into
it
your
down
game.
for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
That's Chisholm on the
Tackle for loss? I don't know.
To throw on second down. Woodard. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
I'm excited to test out my new abilities.
For only a yard, and it'll be third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really
tough to get
passer about how far
Denson in the zone, though,
because he might wander into some tough coverage.
It's 30-plus yard air passes.
Back to throw. Woodard. Open man is complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice third down.
He's got other abilities to make him more accurate on the deep passes and on lob passes deep. So I'm hoping that with those, I'll be able to get back to those deep balls.
Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels.
I want to test out his X Factor abilities. I've never seen it used, and I'm not sure how much it's actually going to help me. All it does is add an extra 15 yards to his max distance that he can throw. I'm not really sure if I need that.
Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to
ramble for him. I remember looking at that.
It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Mark Murray. I was like, yeah, I don't see that coming in all that much handy.
Right, I can see it if I'm just standing in the pocket for a while and then just
wait a while before you gotta get down.
They wind up
right, and that way he's not underthrowing him. I don't know. I don't know if I'll stick with that one or not. There was a couple other ones there that looked pretty interesting too. Like the gunslinger one. Faster bullet passes.
Yeah, that's what I always use that one with Murray.
And a faster throwing animation,
throw on third down.
Which appeals to me.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Match up with the wind.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now
I like him. I did it against the Cardinals. And fucking John Ross broke off a 98-yard run.
That's funny you say that. When I did that, I let Galladay out with a 99-yard catch.
Because you've got to find something.
That's like, fuck yeah, awesome.
So yep. Just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. To throw again. Harper throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On this one.
What the fuck did you just do? What was that number you changed?
Third down. Harper. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles,
I didn't really see you went too fast. But it looks like numbers you were changing.
The psyche of a young
you went into a...
Based on the fact that he's still out there, and he threw a 5th interception,
I just moved my line.
I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out
things so fast
and find
now,
another day because
I know.
It's natural.
You went into a coaching adjustment, you went left or right or something, but it looked like you were changing numbers.
Before the play?
Yeah.
I set my
first and 10,
zone flats to not drop as far downfield so that they...
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, the coaching adjustment. You guys are the ones that showed me coaching adjustments.
I've never looked that deep into the coaching adjustments. I usually just change my cornerbacks to like an overall or speed.
And that gonna be
gotcha. It's the only one I played. I do. But to keep the I don't know, whatever the light blue one is on the outside, whoever's doing that to not drop too far down. That way they can cover the flat or the running back coming out, but not so that he still goes back enough where he doesn't get burned over his head.
Yeah.
You know, because I had that happen where I was only having them not even drop any at all, 0 yards, and they were reading that. Where, oh boy.
And this time he's got the hook up.
Yeah, they were reading that where he was moving up.
12 yards there and a first down.
But the court right away, the play would go as long as the wide receiver was going upfield. He would read it right away as my cornerback, basically not even moving. And he just lob it 5 yards, and no one's there right that fast for me. You know, for a defender.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside.
Kind of a thing you got to play with.
I don't do zone coverage very often, so that's why I've never really looked into it.
That is caught inside the 5.
Really, the only time I do zone coverage is against you guys.
They move this down to the 4-yard line.
You guys fucking always burn my man coverage.
It's another first down. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now
I used to all play mostly.
I can hear everyone saying, "Well, why don't you cover him? Double and triple.
Like it doesn't cover slant routes
they get locked into such a groove, such a connection.
They're not good at it, and I think my theory on it is because I can get in and get enough pressure quick enough that it makes them, it just disrupts their timing with that. I mean, the slant routes, I still have a hard time with. The Hopkins was killing me in the slant routes when I played the Cardinals. And obviously that's always been something that does anyways. But if I can get in,
zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
Then it just helps disrupt. But you guys, for whatever reason, your offensive line always gives me a harder time when I play you guys. That I have to switch zone because they can't fucking stay with you guys. And I don't understand why. Like, they're good rated corners.
I know what you're saying, how things change with how a game goes against the user and how a game goes against the computer. Just your team, but your computer guys.
The computer controlled guys in a user game just don't do what they do against the computer team.
And off it goes.
And it's not like these computer teams have bad players.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Maybe a good spot
to take a shot. It's been one of my biggest issues is trying to find the right run defense.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
Got me.
Oh, and he'll have it past midfield,
make him fumble it
before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this?
But yeah, I haven't been able to find a run defense play. My run defense, I had that one good year. What was that, 2 years ago? I had one good year of run defense when I had. I think that's when I had Quan Alexander. Had that good, had a good front seven. And ever since then, I can't find a good run defense play. I can't find a zone play. I can't find a man coverage play. I can't find a man zone. And my playbook isn't. I don't have at least I haven't seen a 4-4 defensive setup.
Now a handoff
So I can't ever find a play where I have 8 guys in the box.
Developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line
of
scrimmage.
That's what I was using.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I don't have that though. Well, as far as I know,
near the line of scrimmage, absolutely nowhere to run there.
I've got 4-3, 3-4. I've got a 3-5-5.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here.
No, sorry, 3-3-5.
In the game.
5-5. Yeah, I got 2 extra players on the field.
From the gun, Harper. And he's got the completion to Hopkins.
Oh, it's Hopkins. That makes sense.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
No, I mean
first
to
down
drop the ball.
Give him 29 yards.
Knock the ball out. I thought I had him
look what we have here. A sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football.
Oh, yeah?
But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Chandler Jones is third on the sacks list for career.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Arizona.
Nicole Hardman. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are able to make things a bit more respectable.
I always hate giving up, especially when you get this late. Those first points always suck. It's like, oh, this blows. I suck.
Yep.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
It's not like I'm doing it.
It's a pickup of 4 and it'll bring up second down.
You gotta throw your 20th touchdown pass.
Pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the
blitz
they just had against him.
I'll go up and get it.
Again, it's Jones.
Aaron Jones on the carry.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what the offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Is he going to be open, or is Simmons going to be there?
Off play action.
He's not going to be open.
And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Oh, you didn't throw it.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it
I was
away
going
for
to
the
say,
second time.
looking at that, I was like, you thought Ayuk was going to be open on that?
That's taken on the 25.
It's also part of my problem.
It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31.
I see like how defense lines up, and I automatically think they're not going to be open.
I didn't even look at Ayuk, was he?
The Cardinal offense takes back
not even
over.
close.
Yeah,
and here we are, almost through 3 quarters of play.
The corner was off on him about 4 yards and off to the left, and then you get Simmons sitting back there, so he's going to run between.
Where it's a pass-first league. That is quite surprising. Not many
I knew it
teams
was
patient
Simmons
enough
too,
to stick
so
with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Why was that such a big block that showed up?
And again this time to the tailback.
It wasn't like a little rectangle that shows when someone comes online.
Yeah, I've noticed that it's a little bigger when you're watching it.
Is that maybe just so maybe just so they don't want to show what's happening? Maybe it's just a.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not that it matters. Not like you're gonna know who's coming online.
Right, yeah.
Wow, he is a dorky looking dude.
The quarterback?
For this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA
He kind of looks like Wallace from Wallace and Gromit.
Yeah, I can see that.
Throwing on 1st down. Harper caught left side. Hopkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Like you, Matt.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead
here
in the
fourth,
but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through.
Never got into the game.
Upfield, you're making plays on the football.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun.
Guess he was waiting for you to play your game so he can get on.
Just inside the 10. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Warzone.
The Cardinals on 3rd down.
I was playing Warzone. Brendan was inviting me.
They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
I jumped back in.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Mecole Hardman with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals
he hasn't really done a whole lot this year.
Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score.
But
that had the feel of the
I didn't think he had any touchdowns yet.
You've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to.
Who else do they have for a wide receiver?
Christian Kirk.
Exactly that.
Oh, yeah. They've been using him a ton. He's got a lot of catches.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the
224
their own offense.
Uh-oh.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Newton, and from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game.
Yeah, you should change the
right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Emmanuel with an eye.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
It should definitely be an Isaac.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Woodard. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
Come on.
Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down.
You should have gone to R1.
Well, I thought you
as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation.
I never have luck with my running back just running
to the football and make the play.
Here's J.K. Scott now. He's on to punt for Green Bay.
I'm going to lead the league in receptions with my running back, Nick.
Yeah, like I did last year. Almost. I don't know if I actually did or not.
I don't remember.
It'll be 37
no, I think Brad
yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands 1st and 10.
So
the Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though. Probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance
I've only played
from
3
start to
games.
finish.
Not my fault.
Why are you so close?
On 1st down, Harper. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Drop backs to a different ball.
Oh, you're giving up too many yards. You got to get in there with your linebacker.
Looking to throw. Harper. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And past the 35, he dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Use him to cover. Maybe you can get a pick.
On 1st and 10, Harper. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Wide open.
Yep. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? What the fuck? That never happens against me. someone gets that wide open, they always catch it.
They line up 2nd and 10.
That's a good pick.
To throw again.
No, get a sack.
Oh, I can't when I take him out for coverage.
Yes, and you can't. We only have one lineman in there too. You got the sack.
No, Kenny Clark should have gone in.
It looked like he only had one guy on the line.
And they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
You told me to do coverage.
Yeah, but I told you to do a sack first.
Well, that's not working. You know I don't.
Well, he's supposed to go in. So go in. Go right behind Kenny Clark.
It
doesn't work like that. There's always someone there blocking.
Timing is everything, and they work on
and then you gotta rip off them or swim off them.
I don't know. I don't know which way it does what.
Left or right? Down is bull rush. Up is.
All right, they're gonna try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Sorry. Up might be rip. Left and right or spin. Down is bull rush.
I think I caused the interception with him, though.
Picked off at the 22, 30.
Did you force him to throw it?
Yeah, I was close. That's my Simmons guy.
Why is John Ross not catching up to him?
That's what I thought he was gonna. He's tired. He's been playing a lot.
Pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get. So really, you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense call, able to make a nice play on the ball.
That's showing.
They were showing the coverage. And then the ball didn't make it.
This one was over a while ago.
They were probably just saying how awesome the coverage was. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. Somebody else. They would have been picked off anyway by the actual guy covering. That's what they were trying to say.
Alright, get back out there with Looney and get yourself a sack.
Or I could just pick it off again and run out the clock. So it should be under 250 now with that last sack. Using my head here.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt.
You were counting on picks way too often.
That's all I got sometimes.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
Going behind Clark, right?
Throwing after the interception. Harper. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
40, 50 yards rushing.
Try and keep my eye on the stats for you. Doesn't show that time.
From the gun. Harper. That's going to be caught by Kirk.
So, yeah, it doesn't always show the...
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Holy fuck, you have 42 yards in sacks? It's got 247 yards passing.
Yeah, sure. Why? Is that bad?
It's just a lot. I didn't think you would sack him that much.
Throwing on 1st down. Harper. It's caught by Howard.
Going off the right side.
And a loose football. And the Packers pick it up.
Ooh, another touchdown with this guy? Get it. Damn it.
And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget it.
That's got to put him up over 250. How do you look at stats? Oh, game stat, duh. Team stats, total offense.
Yeah, but it is hard to figure out.
What? So is that 290 with?
Oh, never mind. I didn't. Yeah, no, that... Damn.
Is that 290
no, that's not
with the sack?
That's not including... That's not include... No, it has to be.
It has to be, because it says
because
222.
It was showing 247 for his passing yards.
Yeah. Damn it.
Uh-oh.
He's got 260. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I gotta get the ball back.
Better score.
They're quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3.
Seriously, you can get a tackle for loss?
I forgot I was right
He's
here.
a linebacker?
They gotta run it.
Shit. No. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But you can get a sack.
What do you think I've been trying to do? And it's not working now.
Yeah, you took too long. You should have started doing it at the beginning of the game.
And then I would have got all those picks.
What's more important to you right now?
All the picks.
Okay. Then don't worry about getting your guy upgraded.
Definitely gonna worry about it. Try to do it and bitch about it if I can't
touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
See, that's the difference between you and I. I try to get my players upgraded whether or not I win.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Is easy. How about this guy?
But I still end up winning.
You just said you don't worry about it if you want to lose.
I don't worry about it, but I still end up winning.
You don't always win.
A nice tidy little drive there.
Not, I do when I'm trying to get them upgraded.
And only one play to score.
I just don't win the ones that don't matter.
The kickoff unit is out
So
on the
nothing
field and they
mattered
will
in
send
the
this one
Cardinals
away.
game.
Nah. I'm gonna take the top spot anyways.
Short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Okay.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Do you have like a 2-3-5?
They struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like
Yeah,
that.
Your
nickel
analysis
2-3-5.
symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What
Do you
I
have like
like is that you gave me the
a
word,
mid
I just
blitz?
kept using it.
You have a mid blitz play?
I know many people like to throw to the tight
I don't.
end, maybe in a
2-3-5?
little flexed out
I don't
position
2-3-5.
because
That's
he
not
creates
enough people.
mismatches with his size. But slot
3-3-5?
receivers do the same thing with their quickness,
No, the
their
2-4-5,
speed, and
double
their
A gap.
route running savvy.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after
He
that
just went
last
by it, I
catch,
saw
good
it.
for 8 yards. Here's a throw that's
Yeah,
taken in out
there's a
of the
play in there
backfield.
called mid,
And
at least in my play, but there's a
42-yard
mid
line
blitz.
here and brought down
Of course,
there.
it works for the
4
left side,
yards
not
the
the right
pick
side.
up, 1st down.
That was a pretty
the
favorable
man blitz?
situation there. What would you call that? Second and
It is a man blitz.
Smart
Yep.
play too. Didn't force it
called-
downfield when he
You
did
want
that.
me to
mid
take?
blitz.
You want me to
Just checked it
take
down,
my
let him get
coverage
the first
away?
down, and that's exactly what he did.
That's how you get the sack.
First down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Okay,
You're not on the right guy, though. You're not on the right guy.
After this one's done,
No
Look at
shit.
that.
I feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's gonna have a lot of questions.
Kidding me?
I'm gonna
Definitely not a
give
lot
something
of
up
answers.
big here. I can.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
You're not even on the right guy. There you
Harper.
go.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
Come on,
And
Matt. Look at
taking
this.
it across
What are you doing?
midfield
You're
and
just making me
inside
give up
the
yardage now.
45. 16 yards of
My
first
fault you got
down.
missed the tackle.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the
But you
win
gotta
column. But as a
get him
defense,
over to the other
they don't
side of
wanna
the
get so
field
soft now
and
that
run
everybody
behind the
just
other two
throws the
guys that are
ball all
blitzing
over the
in.
place against them.
That's what I've been
Gets big
trying to
yardage
do.
and puts points on the board.
This
They
over
have
here.
pride, too, on that
Oh,
side
I
of the
guess you
ball.
No,
can't
you
see it as I'm
you went
doing
you went to the middle. You went to the middle of the
First
field.
down.
This last one I saw.
it.
Get him all
Oh,
over.
come on.
Incomplete
You got rid
as
of
he
that?
was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
That incompletion
See?
is not a
I guess it was
surprise for the way that this one is gone. And the
But if you get
frustration of body
him
language is
all the way
evident
over,
everywhere.
go around
This
the
team,
outside.
They've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete.
Of course, now John Ross.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line.
The difference is that I use my guy on that side of the field. I'm telling you to bring him over, but I use my guy on that side of the field, so I don't bring anyone over.
Come on, hike the
But
ball.
if you get him, yeah, see that guy's gonna take that outside lineman.
To throw again.
Just don't run in front of him.
And now here is another interception.
I'll take that.
Picked off around the 27. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around.
He's giving all the picks back that I gave to the team.
In this game, like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field.
All right, Matt,
it feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway.
Well, anyways, that mid blitz is a play that I like to use.
First and 10.
But like I was saying, I don't bring that the guy that you were using over. I just leave them where they're set, and I usually have my outside linebacker.
7 yards.
Yeah, I don't use him. He just gets in.
So why wouldn't it be the same? It looks, the play looks the same.
Because you're using the opposite side.
I know. Why wouldn't it be the same on that side if I stayed on that side?
I don't know. For whatever reason, the guys on the right side do way better. That was the same play I used to use with Quan Alexander.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row,
what the
you have a job as long as you want one in this league.
You?
I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball
5 touchdowns. 24 completions, 259 yards. It just seems low.
From the gun on 3rd down. Woodard, he'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up.
You don't see them dive straight forward like that very often either.
They want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
What kind of
and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Woodard?
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. That will come the offense as they take over.
I thought you were talking defense.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take
what
the
I've been trying to do.
Let's just be frank.
I was just curious what you had gone with for archetype.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. Harper's pass. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
The man
because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Zadarius Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
See, that's usually how it goes for me, though. Is that guy coming off that right side? That's what I'm saying. If you get your guy over there, I mean, you might be fucking up your defense.
It's not going to change anything.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first.
Maybe shift your line to the left. Maybe shift your linebackers to the left, and then bring your guy over to the right. That way.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Harper. And my goodness, another interception.
Moved him.
Picked off at about the 31. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
Yeah, it's not working for you. We got fucking 8 in the game.
It's not fucking up my coverage.
No one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
What the fuck?
On 1st and 10, Woodard. He rifles one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick.
Give it right back
He's
to him.
at the 40. Past the 20.
Ooh.
And
then score, right?
Yep. So my plan was if I didn't move the ball there, I was just going to kick a field goal so they could have it back.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs to make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Point after, right down the middle, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
I don't do
out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Apparently,
that'll be taken about a yard deep.
Well, to be fair, I don't use my linebackers
right
to do those
where
blitzes.
He would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy
I just
of there
let
at
them
the
do their own
24.
thing.
Well, the guy getting this, the other guy that you were saying gets
now about ready to take possession here.
No, I know, but you're not controlling it. He's just getting in on his own.
About to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
But that's part of the reason why Ty Bolden has been racking up sacks. He's nothing. I mean, I don't personally think he's anything special, but
throwing after the interception.
Damn.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
Fuck you, Matt.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
You throw a pick.
Jalen Thompson picks it, and they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40.
I thought he was far enough away. God damn it.
Intercepted by
That
the
was a good
Cardinals.
game of him, too.
They'll take over
Looked good to me.
Yeah, I thought it was.
40-yard line.
Maybe I put too much air under it. Alright, I guess I got one more play to do. Try.
You don't go into that formation very often, do you?
Which one?
The double A
back
gap.
to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that
No,
will be
I don't.
incomplete.
Right, could you
4
tell
ticks
with my,
left here on the clock.
Yeah, how slow you are getting to it.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Oh, no, I know what it is. I know how to hit it. I just don't know. Just the plays, I don't know
So
exactly.
2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Oh man, I love that formation.
One
I
final
don't know why.
shot. They'll look to throw. And now here is another interception.
They're throwing deep.
Picked off by Darnell Savage. And
kidding
that
me?
will
I
write
can
a
tell by your
finish to
laugh.
this ball game.
They gave all 9 picks that I gave to them right back to you.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of
Fucking
points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking.
What?
So for the Packers, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Seattle Seahawks come to town. Meanwhile, for Arizona, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1.
I think I can get rid of Aaron
Unfortunately
Jones
for them,
now.
they'll have the early bye next week.
Just because he's not doing, I don't need him like I thought I was gonna.
I'm Brandon Gunn. Certainly have to thank
He's
Charles Davis, my
expendable.
broadcast partner, and our entire crew.
Well, yeah, now he
Catch you
doesn't.
next time
Oh,
right
he already
here.
cost
It's the
you whatever he got
NFL
rid
on
of.
EA Sports.
But he doesn't cost you anything now.
Nope.
No. Brendan's playing Warzone, so I doubt you can pry him from that. If you're looking to play your game.
I'll send a message. But if not, I'm fine with not playing right now.